once I said yes to The Pianist. He said, come across to Paris, and then we'll go to Warsaw. And we watched archived material that had never been seen by the public and will never be seen. It was shot by the SS. It is terrible, gruesome stuff. And then he said, go back and start writing. So I went back to London, started to write, and couldn't find a beginning. I didn't know how to begin the film. And he was on, of course, he's a director, so he was on holiday in Ibiza, wasn't he? And he called me and he said, how's it going? So I lied. I said, it's going wonderful. Roman, it's going terrific. I hadn't put a word on the page. I didn't know where to begin. So after 3 lies, I said to him, Roman, I've got to confess, I don't know how to begin. He said, it's called The Pianist. Start with him playing the piano. And that's what I did. And once I'd got that, I was off. But it was lovely. And he's very precise about, I never put in a camera direction anyway, and he can't bear them. And I'll tell you a thing, when we'd done The Pianist, then we did Oliver Twist, and I always put fade in at the top of a screenplay, and he said, as if he'd seen it for the first time, he said, what's this fade in? I said, Roman, it's a sort of convention. You just put... He said, it's meaningless. Don't do it. And I don't do it anymore now. Every time I want to do it, I stop. So
it is meaningless.
It's meaningless. Yes. So, and fade out at the bottom is meaningless too, at the end of the script. Yeah. So I don't do that.
So, I mean, as you say, he is a writer himself, so therefore he would have more regard for writers than the average director, probably.
Yes, but I think the modern, contemporary American director is not brought up in that tradition. That's not to say they're not wonderful directors, but that's not their tradition. Their tradition is chung, 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 chung.
I remember once I was talking to Stanley Kubrick, and I said, what are you going to do next, Stanley? And he said, I don't know, what do you suggest? And I said, me? I said, you must have a million ideas. And with panic in his voice, he said, no. You cannot make a film on an idea. You must have a story.
Exactly.
That ought to be written up on the wall of every producer and director in the world.
I agree,
and it's not,
Barry,
is it?
absolutely. And Roman said something rather cruder. He said, when I get a subject, I have to get an erection, and then I know I can do it.